I thought like at halftime we went in there and it was like we got punched in the gut, and I didn't know if we were going to recover or not. We just emotionally looked like we were just done. But we've kind of shown ability to come back all year, and I think our guys did a good job of hanging in there and staying composed, and the crowd really helped us. Fans really got behind us, and that helped us.
Keith, what was the message? What was the message at halftime, and what was the sort of temperature of the locker room at halftime?
It really wasn't that bad. I mean, I got on them a little bit, but not. This group is a strange group. You can't really. I've had to really change the way I coach really with this group, and what I talked to them about was, look, we have to be more aggressive defensively. We can't be that passive. We can't give up that many. We have to play shorter intervals and use our bench and try to tire them, and just try to stay aggressive defensively rather than being so position oriented. We had to get at them a little bit, and that's really what we try to do is use our bench, because I feel like we have a really good bench, and we had to try to stay at them, and that's really what I talked about. I thought offensively we were just ignorant. You know, we knew they were going to same side double us. You know, we worked on going to the corner, and we kept standing on the wing and letting them intercept it. So I talked to them about being ignorant. But other than that, we really made very few adjustments.
Talk about what Harney and Diggs gave you tonight, especially Harney.
Well, I thought Harney, Diggs, and Treadwell, and even if you throw McClanahan in the mix, allowed us to play in shorter intervals harder. And then Harney's done that all year. He's a guy that can really score. And so we kind of used him like we did Brett McKnight. We just kind of threw him the ball. I mean, he's one of the most talented guys I've ever had. So it's just a matter of him practicing better. You know, I was mad at him because he walked away from a charge the first half. So, you know, I didn't like some of his practices. Those guys practice very poorly. So that's the other adjustment that I've had to do is, like, usually they earn their minutes in practice, but those guys, like, you get a full practice out of them, you got to be happy.
Who's those guys?
The two young ones. But they play in the game, which the only guy we've ever had here that was like that is Romeo Travis. He didn't want practice either. But the thing is they build their credibility because they play in the game, and then guys can accept it. I don't really like it, but the players can accept it because they play well in the game, which it's not really the way I like to run my business, but they're talented guys, so you have to adjust as a 53-year-old man.
The one thing you guys did, the same time you put on your run, you put the clamps on hold. Was there something going on there?
Well, we were ignorant there too, Elton. Look, at halftime I wrote up every basket that he made, and I had it in my head. The first one was on an under out of bounds play, so we butcher a coverage there. The second one, Quincy Diggs went under a ball screen, which we're going over every ball screen, Guyton and Holt, and he went under it, so he shot that one in on us, right? The third one, Alex Abreu just let him shoot it, right? I don't know what he was doing. It's really bad coaching because we played him too many minutes, and he just didn't defend him. And the fourth one, he took the screen down and took the screen out, which is a play we covered. So, I mean, it was just – he's a good shooter. You can't give him shots like that. I mean, it's just bad defense. And so we just played a little bit smarter, although we still gave him some open looks in the second half. And that's something I think that I've adjusted to with this group too. Is I think we're not as disciplined. We don't understand our defensive concepts as well, but we're gifted. So you have to live with some of that stuff. And we have to adjust our style of play. Like, we're good when we run. We probably should press, right? Because we have good depth, we have good athleticism, we have shot blocking at the rim. And so, like, you have to adjust as a coach. You have to be able to play different ways with different teams that you have. And this is the most athletic team we've had. And we're still trying to find how to put them all together, really.
I've heard you minimize the effects of turnovers in a game, but at what point does it become a problem? Because you had another 15 or 16 points.
Well, I'm not minimizing them. We've always been probably the best assist-to-turnover team in the league. It's just this group is going to turn the ball over more than other groups. I'm resigned to the fact Quincy Diggs is going to make more plays and make more turnovers. Just like LeBron, really. When you compare, LeBron's going to make more turnovers than most people because he's going to do more. So do I like it? No, I really don't like it. But by the same token, I have to adjust to what I have, and we try to I thought we did a much better job in the second half of not giving them baskets through turnovers, because really they hurt us badly with turnovers in the first half, and most of them were unforced. I mean, Zeke didn't chin it, Zeke didn't chin it. Zeke takes the double. We don't go to the right spots, so we turn it over. McClanahan throws one to Zeke on the run, which is not smart. I mean, you let your 7-footer gather into the paint before you give it to him. Then McClanahan dribbles one up the court, and that's not really his deal either. But we have to continue. I think this group has a lot of upside if they practice better, because we're not a finished product. We look great. We're home run strikeouts sometimes. Sometimes, like, that was probably the best 5 minutes of basketball since I've been here, but we also had some bad 5 minutes of basketball. We're more like Kent now than we're like the old Akron. That's the best way to describe it.